for just 2 minutes itself. It will be fine. सत्येंद्र जी, एक बार इसको आप मिनिमाइज करेंगे आपका स्क्रीन, so that we take a group screenshot.
प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ कर दूं मैं?
हाँ 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 हाँ. I request everyone to switch on your camera for a while. I will just take a screenshot of it. Yes, I think we can go ahead. Proceed ahead.
We have around 70 people attending this session, sir.
हाँ, yes.
तो ये स्क्रीनशॉट में अभी 9-10 ही लोग दिखा रहे होंगे.
हाँ हाँ ठीक है. At least.
Right.
Yes.
So let me present the thing, right?
Manish ji, we are very much honored that you are here with us.
Okay. So very good evening, all of you. Those who are there in this platform, those who are not there in the platform and would be watching this program live or on the YouTube, they are most welcome. And this is like 2nd of June 2024. हिंदी में एक कहावत है 2 जून की रोटी, coinciding with 2nd of June. But what is more important is कि इस 2 जून की रोटी के लिए how much we are equipped and how much we are ready. अगर हम नेचर के साथ में खिलवाड़ करते रहेंगे, we are just trying to toss with the nature, we are trying to malign the nature, then obviously we are not competent enough to have this kind of food, water, and all those comforts that the nature, Mother Nature is offering to us. So definitely that is our crux of exploring nature. And just to take this journey on, I'd like to welcome our guest of speaker, Ripan Biswas ji, who would be speaking on the journey, how to explore macro photography. So he has been expert in this, and I would be formally introducing him in the later phase of this session. As far as I'm concerned, I am business mentor, and I have been mentoring around more than 100 startups in India, in panel with Government of India, and recently I have been onboarded with Government of Uttarakhand to develop their startups ecosystem. And I'm very much associated with Natures as business development and business mentor for that thing. We have our guest of honor, Ripan Biswas, who has won 3 times the World Wildlife Photographer of the Year competition, and he's the only Indian doing this. This particular contest was organized by Natural History Museum, London, United Kingdom. So we really feel proud as an Indian, as a friend, that we are associated with Ripunda. Exploring nature, let me introduce about exploring nature. Exploring nature has, is a community of like-minded people who are there and who love nature, who care for nature, and understand the rhythm and music of nature. So we have deep connections with the nature world. We try to understand their cycles, the ecosystem, the values, and how we can safeguard the environment for the future generation. So that is our main thing, right? And with the vision, like, we want to create a world where every individual cherishes the beauty of nature, irrespective whether they are in 2024 or whether they are in 2021-24 or maybe 3024. Is for the next centuries and decades and all, we want our nature to be there. That is our vision, and our mission is to inspire and educate individuals to cherish the beauty of nature and create mass awareness. And this is not only for Indian context or continent, but obviously we aspire the whole world and whole universe, and we obviously try to manifest the things. And our aspiration is to have a future where every decision and action is driven by conservation principles of the nature. So we just want everyone to join us on this journey of exploration.
One interruption, please. Please switch on the video. Recording.
This is mine.
Yes. You have to.
I think the recording should be on, boss. No, let me check again. Right.
Okay.
Let me check.
Yeah, it's been recorded. Yeah.
Okay. So I was just sharing the vision and mission about this thing, about exploring nature, and I just extend my arms to welcome you, welcome everyone to join us in the journey of exploration, understanding, and commitment to harmonize the rhythms of nature, and to ensure a better and more sustainable tomorrow for everyone. Everyone means it's not limited to the human beings; it is for the all the flora and fauna, and even beyond that. So that is our thing, and uh, we have actually different platforms. Like one is very important talk show program that is called Jungle Chimes, which where the shows are actually delivered by the domain expert, whether they're a photography expert or maybe the tigers. They're working on tigers, or maybe the water reservoirs and all those kinds of things. So we welcome everyone here, and I extend once again extend this platform to everybody who is just watching the show, or maybe they would like to contribute later phase of time. So we would like to have you on the Gentle Chimes. That is a regular talk show, and we have our e-magazine by the name of Whispering Files. This is about to create awareness of the nature and educate people how they can interact with the natural world in a responsible, sustainable way. And again, everyone is open to contribute their articles and thoughts in this magazine. So it is open for everyone. The quality contents definitely we'd like to have, and for that we can you can anytime approach us, me or Mukul or our team members. So this is there, and we have different activities going on. But before that, we have Anjali Singh, the marketing specialist from Jais, which is a very prominent brand ambassador associated with us. So before we take up the show further, I would just like to invite Anjali Singh ji from Jais to share her views, and then we'll take things forward. Anjali ji, please.
Thank you, Satyendra ji. I'll just, since it was a little short notice, guys, just a hi from me and my entire team. Unfortunately, my team is not here, but we'll make sure from next call all of us are here. I'll just give a brief introduction about what is Zeiss, and then I'll take you ahead about the binoculars, which we actually deal in for the same target audience. So basically, Zeiss is a German brand company, and we are in India. We have completed almost 76 years. I'm sorry, it's 176 years, and we are into different divisions, be it medical, vision, microscopy, camera lenses, cinema lenses, and binocular lenses. So today we're going to talk about, I'll just give you a more just about binoculars, and then later on the host can take it ahead. Can I share my screen, Satyendra ji?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
please.
Okay.
Yes, Satyendra ji, you have to.
Yeah, I added her as co-host.
Okay. You have to take your screen down, Satyendra ji.
Okay, just a second, please.
Yeah.
Is it visible?
Just a second.
Just one
Yeah, she is
Anjali
able
ji.
to present.
I'm not able to present again, just lagging. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Please. I think you should be able to print. Now I have stopped my sharing.
Just let me know if it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hi, we're going to talk about only binoculars and
Oh.
what kind of binoculars exactly Zeiss has in product portfolio. So we'll start from high end to low end. Our high end binoculars starts with Victory SF, SFL and Conquest, whereas Terra is our low binocular. Victory SF, SFL Conquest, I am not going to be biased over here. Every binocular is for all of the uses. If you see, Victory SF is yes for wildlife photographers, SFL is for wildlife photographers, but we also have some birders who are using Terra ED and SFL both. Be it Conquest SD, there are many birder natural enthusiasts who's been using Conquest HD. And why do anyone prefer Zeiss binoculars? We have only one answer, guys. We are into multi ranges. We have 8x42, 10x42, 8x32, 10x32. But the main question is, everyone keeps on asking us why is Zeiss binoculars. My first answer to that question will be because of its optics. It has the best optics till now I have come across, and working with them since 2 years. When you use these lenses, there's an ease in your eyes. There's a crystal clear visibility. And the best part is it has nice night vision transmission. That is something the best part of Zeiss binoculars. And if you see, as I've written over here, 88% of light transmission, which means you can see even at low light, when you're traveling at night, or even for that matter, you have to watch a snow leopard at night transmission. That is one thing. And we also have spotting scopes with us, where we have Harpia and Gavia. And Gavia is, which is, you will see quite a lot in Spiti Vision, where people do use this product for ease of use. So if you don't want to hover around, or you don't want to, you just want to settle one place and spot one animal, you can use our Zeiss spotting scope. And these are few feature points which we have. As we've mentioned, we have a T-star coating in each our lenses. So it is not just about binoculars, it's about all our lenses, and that is Zeiss patent lenses. That is why Zeiss optics is the best optics right now. And coming to all our products, I will not go into deep. Each product has its own range, be it SFL, Terra, and Terra Pocket and everything. And for more details, if you want to purchase this binocular, if you want to know more about it, please get in touch with Mukulji. He will align with us, and then we can take it ahead. That's all from my end. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anjali ji, for your valuable sharing of the products and knowledge. And definitely, I'd like to take the thing further. So, carrying my presentation, I think my presentation is visible, sir?
No, you have to share it.
I have shared, yeah. Okay, is it visible now? Is it visible now, Mukul?
Yes.
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I was just sharing that whatever the platforms we have under the banner of exploring nature. So I was talking about a very important talk show, that is Bengal Chimes. Then we talked about Whispering Wilds, which was an e-magazine. And obviously, again, we invite people to share their views and their contents on these two platforms. Furthermore, we have, as far as the exploring nature is concerned, as I told, that it is a consulting initiative, and we have been helping people to develop photography and wildlife as a career and hobby, be it journalism, be it through workshops, be it through nature trails, be it through boot camps. So these are the things that we actually do, and we are very much enthusiastic to do it in future also. So apart from that, we provide consultancies for different environmental projects, and we have been associated with different national parks for that matter, and promote wildlife tourism in collaboration with premium resorts and homestays. So this is one of the very prominent things, and we are clubbing with different resorts throughout India, resorts and homestays. So obviously people can join us. We can have the expeditions in the wildlife arena, and then obviously we can have a comfortable stay as well. So this is our kind of services, and we have different workshops, right from 1 or 2 hours, then to leading to 5 to 10 days also. So we have a very prolonged experience, and we always are keen to take the things further. And obviously, when we do such kind of things, then media is also there to help us, and they obviously showcase our things. So we have been doing this at different, again, the leading newspapers like Hindustan, Dainik Bhaskar, Khabar, and all those kind of prominent news media houses have shared us. Then we do wildlife photographies and workshops. The duration is of 8 hours. We have advanced wildlife photography workshops, that is again 2 to 3 days full day program. Then we have wildlife boot camp, which lasts for 5 days. So we are doing that on a continuous manner, and obviously would like to have the insights from you. We'd like to have suggestions for you, how can we do the things better. Then we can promote wildlife tourism, the duration of which is around 15 days to 1 month for creating digital contents, and we can always have collaborations in the long term for leading to around 3 years and hence. Then obviously wildlife photography expeditions, it depends upon the locations and duration of which can be obviously taken care of. So these are the things, are the glimpses that whatever we have done. It was in February 2022, where we did our wildlife photography expeditions. It was for 6 days and 7 nights at Chopra in Manila in the lap of Himalayas, and then these are kind of things that we have been doing. As I told that we have our very important talk show, and as we all know that we have with us Mr. Ripan Biswas, who hails from Coochbehar, Bengal, and he holds a master degree in environmental sciences. And he has been awarded Wildlife Photographer of the Year for 3 times, and he's the only Indian doing that. So we really feel proud to be associated with you, Rupanda, and he's the guest of honor for today. The Nature's Rhythm Amplifier, we normally call him. So he has like doing that, and to take the things further, I will request Ripan Biswas to share his slides and obviously take us through his journey. Ripunji, are you there, please?
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah, we
audible?
hear you, and would like to hear more from you also through your presentation. So, we
So
can't-
first of all, thank you guys for having me in this show.
Sure.
Okay. So I started photography in 2008. Okay. In my long career, I have awarded category winner in wildlife photographer of the year twice, and also highly commented twice. So it is 4 times actually. So can I share my screen now?
Yeah, obviously, yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we can see your screen. Yeah.
Yes.
So, my today's presentation is about the art in the. Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, Dada.
Okay. So, my today's presentation is about the art in the nature and wildlife photography. So, for most of the photographers, wildlife is just a close-up of tigers and lions and other big mammals or big creatures. But for me, it was totally different. So, I live in a village, so I see many things, many small things which are nearby to my home. Okay. For starting of my wildlife photography career, I found those things are very beautiful, and I tried to capture them in a different way. Okay, so in this slide, in this session, I want to share my experience with the small things, the small creatures, and other wildlife, which I think I should present it in a different way. Okay, so let me start. Can you guys see what is there?
It's noodles kind of thing, sir.
Yeah,
Very tempting
it's a
one.
bowl of. Okay, it's a bowl of noodles. Can you see this one?
Yeah.
What is this?
Again,
This is also
like
this is also a plate of noodles. Okay. So say you are in a restaurant and you are offered to choose between these 2 plates. Which one you will choose? Which one is better?
the right one seems better, sir, as far as I'm
The right
concerned.
one is better. Okay, okay. So most of the people choose the right one. Okay. But the problem is the criteria of a good noodles, of a good food should be the taste, right? The only criteria to choose a food should be the taste. But here, you guys didn't taste it. Still, you choose the right one. Why? This is called art.
This is for that, yeah.
Yeah, the right one is presented in an artistic way, while the left one is not that artistic, right?
Hmm.
So, the sense of art. What is art or what is a visual art? For photography and paintings, we call it a visual art. Okay. So the first question, what is art or what is visual art? Is there a definition of art? Yes, there is a definition of art, especially for visual arts. So the definition is the art or visual art is the organization of elements of art according to the principles of art. Here, we see two new phrases. First one, elements of art. Second one, principles of art. For most of us, these two phrases are new. Okay. So basically, what is art? What is creating an art? It is basically to organize some elements which are called elements of art according to the principles of art. Okay. So let us see what are the elements. So these are the elements of arts: line, shape, form, space, texture, value, and color. Okay, so these 7 things are called elements of arts. And these are called principles of art: rule of third, symmetry, leading lines, diagonals and triangles, pattern and textures, rule of space, balance in the frame, contrasting color, curves, and overall simplicity. So, if we can arrange these elements according to these principles, then we can create an art piece, a visual art. Okay, like this one. This is one of my favorite photo. It has won many. It has won many awards. Okay, this is one of my favorite photo taken back in 2011 or 12. So in the picture, there are some ants, weaver ants, who are trying to going back to their nest. These weaver ants make a nest in the canopy of a tree. Okay, their nest are round and equal size nest. So after a successful hunting, these ants are returning back to their nest. So it took me almost 4 hours continuously to get this one shot. That is another story. Okay, so let me come to the principle. First one, rule of third. So in this photo, I'm explaining what is rule of third. Rule of third is a rule where it is stated that you shouldn't place your main subject in the middle of the frame. According to this rule, the middle portion of a frame is the weakest for composition. So you shouldn't put your main subject in the middle of the frame. Okay. So why should we put the subject? Can you see this grid in this photo? So by this grid, we divided this frame into 3 parts. 3 parts horizontally and 3 parts vertically. And the intersection of those lines are called golden points. So there are 4 golden points in the frame. Okay. So for most of the times, you should put your subject in one of those golden points, not in them. Right. So this is basically rule of third says. Like this photo. This is a photo of fish eagle taken in Kaziranga. I didn't place the bird in the middle of the frame. Instead, I put it in the left lower golden point. Okay. This is a picture of a snake of some Malabar pit viper taken in a Holi. So I didn't place the head of the snake in the middle of the frame. Instead, I place it to the left lower golden point. Here, the main subjects are the weaver ants. I place them into the left golden point. But sometimes you can place your subject in the middle, like this photo. Okay, this is a frog known as galaxy frog, found in a very small pocket in Lunar. Okay, Last year I went there to photograph these places, and fortunately I found one. So for this kind of photos, you can place your main subject in the middle of it. So what is the specialty of this photo? First I was telling not to put your main subject in the middle. Now I am telling you to put your main subject in the middle for this kind of photo. So what is the specialty of photo? The specialty is symmetry. If your subject is symmetrical, like our face, okay, if we bisect our face in the middle, we will get more or less a similar kind of pieces, two pieces. Okay, so this is called symmetry. If your subject is symmetrical, then you can put the subject in the middle, like most of the portrait photos. वो होता है ना passport size photo. For them, you can put the subject in the middle, like this one. This actually, this insect looks like snake, but this is not a snake. This is actually one caterpillar. That caterpillar actually mimics snake to get rid of predators. This is portrait of a jumping spider, which is eating probably a mosquito. As the face of the spider is more or less symmetrical, I put the spider into the middle of the face. Yeah, the symmetry is present. This is a bird known as northern lapwing. The next thing, leading lines. So leading lines are the lines that actually leads the eye of the viewer to the main subject. Here you can see the three twigs. Those are actually leading the viewer's eye to the main attraction, to the main subject. That is those ants. Okay, this type of lines are called leading line. Leading line is very important for an aesthetic or artistic composition. This is a picture of a butterfly soaked in the morning dew. There are several leading lines in this photo, especially the cobweb and the grass blade. All the lines are leading our eyes to the main subject, that is the butterfly. Yeah, the branch is leading our eyes to the main subject, the bird. Okay, the next rule. This rule is called the rule of space. If your subject is not stationary, it is moving somewhere, you should put more space toward the side where it is moving. That space is known as active space. And the space behind of your subject is known as dead space. You should always put more active space than dead space. This is called the rule of space. Yeah, the birds are flying towards the left. This is why I put more place in the left. That is active place. This is a egg known as ulur. It was I took this photo in Kaziranga. The ulur was jumping from one tree top to another tree top, and I put more space toward the side where it was jumping. Next, patterns and texture. Patterns and texture in your photo actually add something, add more aesthetic value to your photo. Yeah, the patterns of the veins of a leaf is adding some aesthetic value to this photo. For getting this type of patterns, one important practice is to use the backlight. In this photo, actually it was a leaf. The spider was hiding under that leaf. So I went underside of that leaf and to get the photo. And the behind there was sun. So the sun was acting as a backlight only in this photo. But for this photo, there was a frog. It was sitting on a leaf, and I put a torch behind that leaf to get that backlight and get that patterns of this leaf. If there are two subjects in your photo, then one should complement the other. Okay, one should balance the other subject, like this photo. Can you see those grass blades in the left side of this photo? That actually balancing the bird which is in the right side. So a balance is very important in a photo. Like this photo, in the right you can see a pelican, and in the left there are two ducks which you actually balancing the thing. Yeah, right side two birds, left side two leaves. These are the balancing elements. In the left side one bird, on the right side flowers. This actually balance the thing. Shade. Adding different shade to your photo actually very enhance aesthetic beauty of this photo. In this photo, the main subject in this photo is the frog, which is croaking, and you can see the vocal side, which is round. And in the background, there are several bouquets, which are also round. So there is a similarity between the shapes here. Yeah, the triangle shapes of the mountains. Yeah, in this photo, this is the slow shutter photo. Actually, this photo is taken in slow shutter. Okay, I use just slow shutter to make this photo. So the main subject here is fireflies. So there is a firefly who actually moving around this lips. So I put my camera in a tripod and take a long shutter. So that is how I get those trails of the fireflies. So next thing, value. What is a value? Value is not monetary value. Value is the different shades of one single color. Value refers to the visible lightness or darkness of color. Okay, so value is actually different shades of color. Like if you go to the jungle and you see all the green leaves around, but there are difference between one green to another green. There is difference between the color of one leaf of a tree and the other leaf of a tree. So those are the different values. Like this photo. In this photo, the foreground and the background both are green, but the shades are different. So the value of green for the foreground and the background are different in this photo. Same here. Contrasting colors. Okay. So a green background for, say you are a birder. You went for the bird photography. You find a beautiful bird in the green background. Green background is like always preferred background for the bird photographers. Okay, but imagine a green bird is sitting in front of a green background. That photo will not be very good because the color of the subject and the background will be similar. So to get a good photo of any subject, you need a color contrast between your main subject and the background. Like this photo. This is a photo of a bird known as Rupi. It was dust bathing. Okay, sometimes the birds smear dust on their feathers to keep it clean and safe from many infections. So in this photo, there is a black patch behind that bird. Due to that black patch, the backlight on the feathers of the birds are clearly visible. Okay, so this is the color contrasting between the subject and the background. Okay. Here, the subject is totally dark and the background is bright. This is called silhouette. Okay. So a color contrast between the subject and the background is much needed in your photo. Similar, the color contrast. Yeah, the color of the main subject is yellow, but the color of the background is blue, or maybe green. The contrast is blue. Curves. Curves are always add some aesthetic value to the photo. In this photo, there is a caterpillar who actually chewing a portion of a leaf. So I put a torch in the background of this photo to get the whole body of the caterpillar, to just make a scarf in this photo. Here I used backlight and foreline simultaneously, backlight and frontline simultaneously to get some details of the insect and also ring light. So, in artistic wildlife photography or artistic nature photography, there are some different styles to represent one scene or represent one situation. There are some styles which are normally used in wildlife or nature. This one is called frame using. So you make a frame. That frame may be circular, that frame may be semicircular or square into your frame. Here the tree trunk is half circle. So that is making a frame within your frame. This style is called frame within frame. Yeah, the dark portion above of the on the top side of the photo and the dark portion on the bottom of the photo. Those two dark portion actually making a frame for the birds in this photo. High-key is one such style. A high-key photo is mostly overexposed. Most of the portion of the frame is overexposed. Only the subject is properly exposed. Like here, the bird is properly exposed, but the rest of the frame is overexposed. This type is known as high-key. Like here, this is a sunbird. Only the sunbird is properly exposed and the branches is properly exposed and the background is blown out, overexposed. And the opposite of high-key is known as low-key. Low-key means very small portion of your frame will be properly exposed and the most of the frame will be underexposed. That is known as low-key. So these are the different styles of photo. Like this photo of a heron sitting on a sitting on a tree. The egret is bright. The rest of the forest is very dark. This is an example of minimalism. Minimalism is also a artistic expression, a style of photography where your subject is occupying very less amount of space in the frame. This is known as minimalism. Here, on the left bottom golden point, there is a peacock sitting on a branch. So most of the frame is filled with jungle. Minimalism. This is a different style. So another style of getting some artistic photo is intentional camera movement. During the photography, most of the time we want our camera to be rock steady. This is why we use bean bags, we use tripods. But sometimes a little shake, a little movement makes your photo aesthetically beautiful. So these are called intentional camera. Like this. This is called panning, and the previous one, this is called zoom burst. Okay. This one is called panning. This one is panning with using a flash. So the technique is you take a longer shutter speed, around 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So first you flash the fire, you fire the flash. So flash actually freezes your subject, and then you move your camera to get the background. So this is all. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. If you guys have
It was
any
really
question,
really beautiful presentation. Beautiful presentation, actually.
so if anyone has any question regarding these photos or any other photography, you please, you can ask me.
Yeah, anyone has any questions?
Yeah, in fact, I'm just wondering whether the show is over. I was so mesmerized. I was so involved into the presentation Ripanda you shared with us. It was a shock like that session has over. So I just wish that it should have continued for the sake of ours and for the sake of our audience and viewers. But again, having so much of experience and having so much of the things that you have accomplished, there are certain questions obviously which are popping up in my mind, and obviously they might be giving some inspirations to the younger ones, which is again the aim of exploring natures. So, what has been the biggest inspiration for your photography career, Ripanda?
So for my photography career, my biggest inspiration is always been the nature. Okay, so before taking camera in my hand, I wandered in many jungles. Actually, I live in such a beautiful place. There are 2 or 3 national parks which are just 1 to 2 hours drive from my home. So actually, I live in such a very beautiful place. Nature is all around me. So before taking camera in my hand, I enthralled. I was very inspired by nature itself. This is why when I take camera in my hand, my first preference goes to taking a photo of nature.
Okay. So means like taking the camera in your hands and taking it to the level that you have shown in the macro photography. So means what skills are actually required and what were the challenges that you faced in your early days, sir?
Macro photography is a little bit difficult in other genres of photography because the subjects are tiny. Okay, so the tiger is a big subject, elephant is a big subject. You can always see them when they are in front of you. But ant or a jumping spider is very tiny. Okay, if they are in front of you, there is a chance that you would miss them because they are very small. So the first challenge for macro photographers are finding the subject.
So, while I was introducing you, sir, in the front of our audience, one of the major accomplishments that you have done is like you have won the wildlife photographer for the year not only once but thrice, right? So that has been a remarkable achievement. Can you share certain stories which are behind these 3 award-winning photographs, and what makes each one special to you as Ripan Biswas?
So in 2019, I won a category in the wildlife photographer of the year competition. So the picture was of an ant mimicking spider. Ant mimicking spider, actually spider, but they disguise themselves as ants. Okay, they look like ant, they move like ant. They also smear the pheromone of ant on their bodies. So for the other ants, they look like ants. I mean, the other ants cannot recognize them as spiders. They think they are another ant. So by taking these guys, the spider, they venture around ants colony, and whenever they got chance, they pick one ant and kill and eat them. So this is the story. I captured a portrait of a ant named spider. I took that photo from Baksa Tiger Reserve. And when I was capturing that photo, I didn't have any idea that it could go to London Natural History Museum.
Nice.
So, and one special thing, I took that shot from Baksa Tiger Reserve, which is like my second home, which is just 1 hour's drive from my home. So, the point is, to get a good photo, you don't need to go to Africa or Antarctica. So,
Yes.
I think you venture your nearby places where you can spend, you can invest more times.
Yes.
Okay.
So, means you have won this photographer award thrice. So, how was your feelings like when you first time you won this kind of the award, which is again a global award? What were your experiences? How thrilled you were? Means your mom, you were without any words. What were the exact feelings that you had at that time, sir?
So in 2019, I went to London to receive that award. And the most thrilling part was that in Natural History Museum, there is a hall known as Hinckley Hall. Okay. So the function, the program was at that hall, Hinckley Hall. So probably I was the only Indian representing my country to a global platform like that. That was the most thrilling experience for me. So I felt very proud as an Indian to represent my country in a global scale. So that was the, I think, most thrilling experience of my life.
Right. I can really feel it, sir. I am getting the goosebumps, having heard from you this kind of experience you had. But you are the only Indian to achieve this kind of feat. So, what do you think? What impact it must have done on the aspiring photographers who are there in India, from your success, actually, sir?
So actually, I see many budding photographers who are actually going to macro photography after seeing that one macro photographer could get a renowned award. So nowadays, many photographers, they are going to do macro photography. Say in India, there are some charismatic animals, like we have tigers, we have snow leopards, we have elephants, we have and we have many colorful birds,
Yes.
exotic birds. So most of the wildlife photographer, they go for the birds or the big mammals. There are very few photographers who actually go for the smaller subjects. So after getting those awards, there are many budding photographers who actually contact me, and they told me they also want to become macro photographer. They also want to shoot the small subjects. So these are the things which actually inspire me more.
But these are the inspirations that you are actually having, sir. But from your side also, and for the budding photographers, what are some of the biggest challenges that one can face when photographing a wildlife at such close range, and how do you ensure that the safety and ethical treatment of the subjects that you photograph?
As I said earlier, macro photography, photographing small insect is a bit difficult. The first problem is to spot the subject, and the second problem is the subject are skittish. They don't stay in one place for 2 or 3 seconds. They always move. Okay, so getting them into a good title position is very difficult. You have to be really patient. You have to pay much attention to get those shots. when they are really still. We have to wait for that. For my some shots, I have to wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes, even for 1 hour to get one shot. To just waiting them to stop, to sit somewhere and watching them. So this is another difficulty. The third difficulty is using your gears, because in high magnification, your small movement are very significant. Your small movements are magnified in many folds. Okay, so keeping your body still is the third problem. Is the third
Challenge.
difficult thing, challenge when you go to shoot small things.
Okay.
Yes, because snakes can feel the vibrations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That helps on that.
So, Riputa, like you have done so much in your life, and probably having said if this was not on Google Meet, probably I could not have seen you, I could not have talked to you, and obviously could not have connected with so many people across the world. That is one thing. But technology, on the other part, is changing so fast. So, how has technology changed the field of wildlife macro photography since you have started? And how have you adapted to these changes, and how do you perceive, like, what challenges these kind of technologies can put forth?
Yes, this is very true. When I started photography, when I started wildlife photography, I started with a 10 megapixel camera. That was Nikon D60 with a 10 megapixel camera. Now I am using a 45 megapixel camera. My camera was capable to take 3 shots in a second. Now I am using a camera which is capable to take 120 frames in a second. Okay, so technology is changing, and most of the things technology is changing, which is supportive to us photographers. Now we have the cameras, we have better dynamic range, which have better ISO performance. So technology is changing and changing for good. But the problem is most of the photographers, many of the photographers, not most, they go for the expensive camera, they go for the expensive lens, they go for the longer lenses. But they somehow forget one thing, that one good photograph is it actually a photograph which is something different than other photographs. Now now in this day of technology, okay, every day 5 million photos are being uploaded in social media every day, and most of the photos are technically perfect, because nowadays it is very difficult to take bad photos. Okay, cameras have auto modes, and those are nearly perfect auto modes. Even the smartphones are coming with very good photographic technologies. So nowadays, taking a bad photo is very difficult. Most of the photographers are taking good photo. So in this crowd, being different is the thing which make you really good photographer. Okay, so don't go for the things which already happen. Be different. Try different things.
Can you please also throw us light on the camera gears you use, or anything you would like to suggest to our new generations?
Now I use Nikon Z8 camera with the Nikon 105 macro lens for macro photography. And to get a bit more magnification, I use 1855 millimeter lens, a fit lens in reverse condition. I use a reversal ring to mount that lens reversely in my camera, and that gives me much more magnification than a macro lens gives. For macro photography, one camera is important, one lens is important, and the third important thing is a good speed light, a good flash. Okay, flash or speed light is very helpful for macro photography, and one good diffuser. So these are the primary things needed to start macro photography.
And do you need a very high-end camera, or a basic camera can also?
No. A basic camera and basic lens will do the work. Say the photo which I took in, one of the photo that got awarded in 2020 was taken with Nikon D5200 camera, which is an entry-level camera with 1855mm lens. That means kit lens. So a high-end camera is not always needed to get good result.
Very true, Ripanda. And I think the forum is open for everyone. If anybody wants to have certain questions from such an expert, Ripan Biswas, the forum is open for everyone.
And we also we are very much honored that Manish ji, you are here with us. And anything if you would like to speak to Riponda and to our team and to our audience, you are always welcome, sir. Please, if you are around, please say something.
Mukulda, thank you so much.
Thank you, Manish ji. Thank you for your presence. Yes, please.
Can I speak in Hindi?
Ha.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ripanda. You are using our Nikon camera.
Thank you guys. You are doing a great job creating some high-end, some really good cameras for us wildlife photographers.
और मैं यही कहना चाहूँगा कि हम लोग और फोटोग्राफी के क्षेत्र में अपना एक नया कैमरा भी हम लोग लॉन्च करने जा रहे हैं विद इन ए मंथ और 2 मंथ, और वो भी अपना फुल फ्रेम कैमरा ही है। और वो बेसिकली हम लोग ध्यान में रख रहे हैं कि और कितना अच्छा हम लोग ब्लॉग का यूज कर सके, और वेडिंग फोटोग्राफी एंड वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफी में हम लोग और क्या एक्सप्लोर कर सके उसमें।
राइट।
लेंसेज भी हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जो 1.4 में हम लोग और क्या क्या लेंस ला सकते हैं, उसके बारे में भी हम लोगों ने अपने मैनेजमेंट को और हाई अथॉरिटी को इन्फॉर्म किया है, एंड दे आर much interested. We are going to launch very soon our 1.4 lens. अच्छा लगा आप लोग के साथ जुड़ के वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफी में, चूंकि मैं ये जानता हूँ कि वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफी में मैक्सिमम जो यूजर हैं अपने निकॉन के यूजर हैं, एंड मुकुल्दा जानते हैं एटलीस्ट जो मेरे बिहार झारखंड, चूंकि मैं सिर्फ बिहार झारखंड देखता हूँ, तो मैं सिर्फ इसके बारे में ही बात कर सकता हूँ कि बिहार झारखंड में जितने भी वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफर हैं अच्छे वो अपना निकॉन का गियर यूज करते हैं जी। थैंक यू सो मच मेरे को आप लोग अपने साथ जोड़ने के लिए।
थैंक यू महेश जी, वी आर वेरी मच ऑनर्ड दैट यू
आर। अगर इस तरह का ऑनलाइन अगर एक्टिविटी अगर हम लोग प्लान करें तो मैं भी इसमें फर्दर मैंने कुछ अपना वर्कशॉप अपने थ्रू मेंटर के थ्रू
प्लीज
ये मैं करा सकता हूँ। अगर आप लोग का रिक्वेस्ट रहेगा तो मैं ऐसा ये ऑनलाइन एक्टिविटी हम लोग कर सकते हैं। क्योंकि मैं ये बात पहले भी मुकुल्दा के साथ शेयर किया हूँ कि बिहार झारखंड में मेरे को ऐसा कोई जगह नहीं लगता है बहुत अच्छा जहाँ पे मैं 2 दिन का वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफी कर सकूँ, क्योंकि वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफी में एक दिन में आप मेरे को नहीं लगता है कि वो सारा कुछ कर सकते हैं।
राइट।
तो हम लोग भी बहुत कोशिश करते हैं कि भाई कोई अच्छा यहाँ पे हम लोग वर्कशॉप कराएं, जो नए नए फोटोग्राफर हैं चाहे जिनको वाइल्ड लाइफ में इंटरेस्ट है उनको हम लोग एक्सप्लोर कर सकें। थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन।
Thank you so much Manish ji, and thank you so much Nikon who has been always supportive to us. जब से मैंने अपना फोटोग्राफी शुरू किया तब से हमेशा निकॉन का सपोर्ट रहा है, एंड निकॉन्स का अभी तो लाइक निकॉन इज आवर ब्रांड पार्टनर आल्सो in terms of everything, whatever we do, all the events under their banner, most of our photography events, and हम लोग always निकॉन के साथ एक इमोशनली जुड़े हुए हैं।
It's our pleasure.
Thank you
It's
sir.
our pleasure sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manishi. Thank you so much. And रिपुंदा, आपने बहुत अच्छा अपना प्रेजेंटेशन दिया सर. और आपका तो मैं ये देख रहा था कितने अवार्ड्स आपने जीते, कितने सारे मैगजीन्स में आप you have been showcased. So can you just spell out, Ripunda, what is the most memorable moment that you can share with us in this entire journey of yours, sir?
So for me, the most memorable experience in wildlife photographic journey is representing my country in the world level competition. That is when I won wildlife photographer of the year in 2019. I went to the London and received the prize. And the most interesting part that I was the only Indian there and representing my country. That was the most thrilling experience.
Oh, that is some kind of experience like that Sachin Tendulkar must have when he won the Indian World Cup for the first time. But obviously, he always wanted that he should his records must be beaten by certain Indians, right? So that was his biggest inspiration. And obviously, I must say that you must be aspiring for such memorable moments that Indians should actually be doing.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Ripunda. You have been inspiring person as well, right? And just to take the show further, we have like from Jayakumar ji from Nikon Root Trainer at Jharkhand. If he's there on this forum, I would just request him to share his views. Jayakumar ji, are you there, please?
No, I think he is not around. He is occupied, though. So I think Manish ji has already
already done that. Right. So Nikon, again, we are really thankful to Nikon and the Jayas. They have been there with us in this journey. And because of whom we have been doing such kind of expeditions, they have been always supportive. And because of that, we are actually found on different platforms. We are on social media. We are on Instagram by the name of Exploring Nature 2021. We are on Twitter, Exploring Nat 007. We are on YouTube, Exploring Nature 2021, and our website is exploringnature.net. So we can always be connected there. We have a group on Facebook. People can join there. We have our own page by the name of Exploring Nature. We are on Instagram. We are on Google. Right. So we are on different platforms, but the biggest platform that we would like to have in your hearts. And obviously, we extend our invitation for everybody across the world to join us, just to connect with us and let us be connected to them. So we foster a strong bond between the people and the nature, because we always want to have the betterment of the environment. That is our own thoughts and philosophies, and definitely we have to take this cause further. So thank you so very much, everyone present here, all the audience who are there, who spared their valuable time to be with us. Then obviously Ripunda for being the guest of honor today, the expert talk he delivered to us. It was so mesmerizing and so insightful, And Mukulda, you have been the backbone of this whole show, whole thing that Exploring Nature is all today. Thank you so very much. All the people who are there, who have worked in front, who have worked behind the curtains. I just extend my thank you to everyone. And looking forward to have you on the next show, probably on 5th of June this month only, a couple of days ahead. So we'll be coming up with a very fantastic show on 5th of June. So let's cross our fingers and let us be there. Thank you so very much. Have a nice day. Mukulda, if you'd like to have share, if you want to share something, please.
Thank you, Rupanda. Thank you, Satyendra ji. The show has been this particular workshop has been beautiful, and we will just make it live as soon as possible on YouTube, so that who all has missed this wonderful workshop, they will be able to definitely they can look into it from our YouTube channel. And very much again, I'm very much thankful to Nikon and Zeiss and all our brands like 60DG Life and We Naturalist as well. So thank you for all your support and cooperation. and we meet again on 5th of this month.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ripanda.
Thank you, Rupanda. Thank you, Parvina ji. You are still staying there till the last show of the program. Narjina, Emma ji, thank you so much. Manish ji for being there, and everybody again. So have a very, very pleasant night. Thank you so much. Good night. Take care. Bye.
Thank you all of you. Thank you, Ripanda.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and thank you all. Good night, everyone.